Hey, what's up? Jarrell here. We're about to review Hellraiser, Hulu. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe, and give me your thoughts on the newest Hellraiser. All right, so this is kind of a spoiler, kind of not. So if you're not vibing with the spoiler vibe, I'd suggest to click out maybe and listen to it later after you watch the movie. All right, so now I'm going to say this. I really liked Jamie Clayton's look. The actress that plays Pinhead in this movie is pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole frequency to her. I I fell in love with that vibe. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really hard to take on Pinhead, especially after Doug Bradley. Doug Bradley's performance of Pinhead is just iconic. So that being said, as far as the Cenobite, the look, the way, that she is, the you know the her her voice, everything about it just had a tone to it. You know what I mean? As far as for Pinhead, now now as far as the movie is concerned, I didn't care. You know, the movie, the story could have been driven a lot better, right? The story could have had more elements to it that would intrigue me. Even the characters were just you didn't care for them. There was an expendable vibe to them. You know what I mean? Like especially the main character. The main character was just like, not taking personal responsibility for the shit she was doing and hooking people in literally to their deaths. You know what I mean? And there was a level of um, an element of the Pandora's box that didn't move me in here. Now, why, if I'm getting cut by the box, right? Why is it that if I don't know what I'm dealing with here, I get sucked into the hell ether? It makes no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? It makes more sense when there is a manipulation behind it that knows what they're getting themselves into, a drive, a desire, a force. This is usually what I get from Hellraiser movies, like a drive or desire, a certain wish to attain to. You know what I'm saying? Be it pleasure, be it power, be it resurrection, Lazarus, that kind of frequency. And in this, I didn't feel that. In this, I felt like anybody that got stabbed was game. It's like, was it, mm, it missed the mark story wise, and I think they could have went a lot further with it and played it a little bit differently. Like at least have minions of the box, or have basically a cultish kind of frequency where there's people that know what they're doing with the box, and then there's people that don't know what they're doing with the box. You know what I'm saying? Whereas it seemed like in the whole feature, damn near everybody except for a couple people knew what they were doing with the box. It's like, no, man. Just because you're gonna stab me with the damn box don't mean I'm going to hell, man. It just no. The level of intrigue for Hellraiser that makes it so the sexiest of all horror movies is the context of of what I said earlier, the desire and the process of goals to attain to and knowing what you're getting yourself into. So that being said, I'm gonna move on to the protagonist and things. It's like she just had a kind of careless character that was just getting everybody that she knew in trouble. I didn't care for that. It just had like, they made her kind of a druggy, it just wasn't likable. It wasn't likable. It wasn't moving to me. Even certain aspects of other characters within it just felt like, just grab anybody off the street and let's hope they care for them. You know what I mean? Like, no, man, it was very expendable. It's like if you're gonna give me expendable characters, then get nasty, man. They didn't even get nasty with it. Like usually with Hellraiser, it's gory, it's creatively gory, like shit you wouldn't think of kind of gory, for a horror film. They didn't do that. Most times than not, it was just like it's happening, but you can't see it. It felt more PG-13 than R-rated. You know what I mean? And it's just like, the sex scenes were just, you'll understand what I mean when it comes to the sex scenes. It just felt like pointless, and this is what you do after something happens like this. Really? What kind of person are you? It's just it's on piece of shit frequency in a sense, right? But I won't judge it too heavy. It's just the writing could have been so much better. It could have been more atmospheric. It could have been more moving, more pulling, giving me more of a sense of the true Hellraiser. Now, one thing I'll say about it is this movie struck me the same way as Mortal Kombat in I want to say it came out 2021, roughly. Yeah, so the newest Mortal Kombat, the only two things it had good about it was Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Everything else felt COVID Power Rangers. You know what I mean? It just felt like, oh, we're just in a cave. We're not even in Outworld yet. And, just good and terrible. But you had two good elements in there that was worth saving, which was Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Same feeling that I have about the Cenobites in this movie. They are worth saving, because if you just take Jamie Clayton out of that movie and put her into another Hellraiser movie with some cold-blooded writers, that know what they're doing with the story driven and the thought process that, have more of an ode to the originals. And don't get me wrong, I will say there was a slight ode to the original movies with the way that it was directed in a way, right? But at the same time, there just needs to be more of that Clive Barker pulling at your guts, like, ooh, where are we going next? Ooh, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's my 2 cents on Hellraiser on Hulu. Like, comment, and subscribe. And please comment. I want to hear your thoughts on this after you see it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's an interesting twist and vibe, and I was hoping to really like it, but my thoughts on it, it's kind of like 60 out of 100. It doesn't really hit the tomato for me. It's like 59% for me. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I still see potential for this new Pinhead. This new Pinhead, Jamie Clayton. You cold-blooded. You cold-blooded. You know what I'm saying? Because no one can follow Doug Bradley. You know what I'm saying? And so I want to see you in more pictures. I want to see you in more Hellraiser movies, because I know that you have massive potential in this franchise, and I just hope to see more of you going forward. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. Like, comment, subscribe with your boy Jarrell. Out of here with Relish Pictures. Peace.